All right, good evening and welcome to the campus of Melbourne Central Catholic High School. For tonight, we are here for the 1S playoff matchup between Halifax Academy and Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers. Coach Blue, how you doing tonight?
Doing great, man. It's November. It's playoff time, and man, I can't believe how fast the season's gone.
The season has flown by, Coach. You know, we were talking about pregame. I haven't been to an MCC game in years. I think Ziarno was playing back then, and I think we might have had an all-star practice or game here the last time I was here. And, you know, good crowd. The Hustlers are rolling and, you know, looking for a nice playoff win to advance to the regional final.
Yeah, they got everybody healthy, and they got some stars out here, so I'm excited to see this team play.
Coach, I know you had some pregame notes on both teams. You want to run through some of your
Yeah, sure. There were some things that jumped off the page a little bit. This will be the rematch between MCC and Halifax. They played 2 weeks ago. MCC won 56-0, had a running clock at the half. Both offenses are balanced run-pass. Both teams throw the ball a little bit more than they run the ball, which is always healthy. We got on the MCC side, we have a freshman at quarterback, Joseph Allen, who's thrown 23 touchdowns to only 9 picks and completed 59% of his passes. Those are pretty impressive stats for a freshman playing high school varsity football at any level. And then also, obviously, you've got Day-Day Farmer, the senior, who's got some D1 offers. You've got Tank White healthy, the big freshman.
Coach,
stud.
It's big for them to have 0 and 1 both healthy. Obviously, I've coached and watched Day-Day grow up, and you got Osterley that's running the ball for him here. But Tank White is a big playmaker that they get back. I watched Tank White play for the Melbourne Hurricane senior team last year, and you know he's a stud.
And then you mentioned Osterley, the senior transfer from Heritage, who's grown into quite a running back here in his senior year for MCC. Stepped up big time for them when they needed it badly. You know, he's always been one of the fastest guys on the field with unbelievable feet. And back in the day when he played for Heritage, I used to call him pound for pound because he was the toughest kid on the field.
Yeah, and one thing about Brian is he's going to play wherever the coaching staff needs him. He's that kind of a team player. He'll play DB, he'll play running back. He probably might not admit it right now, but if they need him at guard for a play, I bet you Brian will plug in.
Oh, absolutely.
He'll plug in.
Yeah,
he's that kind of a football player.
And he ain't afraid of nothing. He'll take anybody on in the open field.
Coach, MCC comes in 8-2. They're only lost to Cypress Creek and Vieira. Other than that, they've kind of ran the gauntlet of their schedule and dominated through and through, including a big win of crosstown rival Holy Trinity.
Yeah, that was a big one for them. That was something that when I talked to Coach Hooks early in the year, first thing he wanted to do, he talked about, was he wanted to get the Vegas gold out of the uniforms because that's what Holy Trinity wears. So he brought back the old yellow gold, and that was circled on the schedule for him and for the program, and that was a huge win.
And Halifax, again, comes in as 8-2. Their 2 losses are to Holy Trinity and, of course, as you mentioned, MCC a few weeks ago. We are getting ready for the kickoff, Coach. I did not see who won the coin toss, so.
I think Halifax deferred.
As an offensive coordinator, I love that. I love when teams defer to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell me you can't stop me without telling me you can't stop me.
Yeah. Not many subs on the sideline for Halifax over there, Coach.
No, it's definitely looking thin. I would probably, if I had to guess, they got about 15, 16 kids dressed tonight.
I mean, to be honest, I coached at Bayside and Heritage. I haven't seen a lot of 1S or 1A or 2A games in my life, but that is a very small roster.
And that kick is going to go through the back of the end zone. Looks like that was number 20, William Stewart, kicking off for the Hustlers. So Halifax will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. It's good to see the Melbourne Central Catholic Hustlers coach back here in the playoff action.
Quite a turnaround.
They've had a few down
years
last
year.
And
they
they
think
know
they
that,
won 2 games last year.
This is where MCC should be, and I think that's the expectation of this program.
Halifax led by their quarterback, Carl Nelson, sophomore, number 1.
Justin Roulard here lined up as the near corner, the transfer from Vero Beach, coached state champion in track. His brother was a stud at Vero Beach High School. I believe he walked on to UCF. Coached against him when he played Vero Little League, and well, you know, obviously I coached West Melbourne, so.
It's like Day had one too many accessories.
Coaching MCC, no safety. Obviously, they know what's coming. Direct snap. 8 looks, 8 bounces. Coach, he's got a nice run.
There's a flag down.
Brought down around the 46-yard line. Flag back around the line of scrimmage.
Might not have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. False start.
False start on Halifax. That'll back them up 5. That'll bring up 1st and 15. That'll negate a 34-yard run.
Tonight, 5-yard penalty moves ball back to the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15.
Kind of a weird mist coming down.
Just a nagging one at that, just floating. Halifax will come out in the same formation. Little jump 2 and switch to strength, coach. Direct snap to 8. This time he's up the gut. Day Farmer on the tackle after a gain of 11.
Number 8 for the Knights, Jeremy Bartholomew.
I messed around and used a blue highlighter, coach, and I can't see.
Can't see their names?
It's a little dim.
It's a little dim in here. That is to say the least.
Jeremiah Bartholomew is their running back.
They're going to give him a 13-yard gain, so 2nd and 2.
He's a junior.
For the Knights. I'll tell you what, coach, this MCC sideline, they got some numbers and they got some size.
2nd and 2, the Knights from their own 28-yard line.
One's going to keep it around the right side. Breaks out another tackle. Down to the 50. We have another flag on the play, coach.
Yes, we do. That's Carl Nelson, the quarterback, the sophomore on the run, but looks like it might be coming back.
Coach, we weren't here to see the game a few weeks ago, but something tells me that this direct snap formation is not something that they ran the last time. MCC has not adjusted to it.
Yeah, based on their stats, I mean, they've had a balanced run-pass yardage offense for the season. This sure doesn't look like they did it out of this formation.
And MCC will burn their first time out after the play. We're looking to see where the ball is. It will be a 1st down after the penalty. It's a spot penalty, 10 yards from the spot. So that should be 1st down Halifax on their own 31. And we're going to head to a quick. What happened?
For the latest official news about Florida
Yeah.
School
MCC got it, yep.
including results of all rounds of the 2023.
All right, Relentless Real Estate has emerged as a dynamic and innovative real estate company dedicated to revolutionizing the way people buy, sell, and invest in properties. With a fresh perspective and a passion for excellence, Relentless Real Estate aims to define the real estate industry by offering unparalleled service, cutting-edge technology, and client-centric approach. For more information, call 321-302-0763 or visit online at www.relentless-re.com. Direct snap again to 8. 8 comes away. Coach is going to try bouncing outside. Great job by number 6. Ezra Engel on the initial stop. Cleaned up by Justin Woolard. A loss of 7. 2nd and 17 for the Knights.
And Engel, the junior, is one of their leading tacklers.
Yeah, that's where he's at. There he is.
The Silver Fox makes an appearance. I know he had it marked on his calendar that he was supposed to be somewhere else this evening, but
Yeah.
that's life.
Yeah. They drew a tough straw last week. Second and 16 for the Knights. Coach, they are certainly draining this clock as much as they can. One's going to get it. One's going to roll out. He's got nowhere to go. Throws it back.
Ooh,
Almost
dangerous
intercepted
pass
by number 21, Christian Maynard. So 3rd and 16, Coach. And what they're doing is, obviously, on this play, they're not going to be able to do it because the clock has stopped. But any run, they're watching his back judge. When he puts that hand up, that's 10. And then he starts counting down with 5, and that's when they're snapping. They're trying to run this clock
Yep.
as much as they can to
Keep it out of the hands of the MCC offense. I've been on the receiving end of that. That's smart.
3rd and 16 for the Knights. 9:21 left in the first quarter. And we're going to have a delay of game. Going to bring up 3rd and 21.
Well, they started off on the right foot. Going backwards.
Nelson drops back. He's going to throw a screen. He's got number 8 wide open. Breaks one tackle. Goes out of bounds around the 30. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 for the Knights.
It's a good job by MCC, keeping everything in front, giving them a little underneath pass, and then rallying to the ball, knowing that they need to get 14.
4th and 11 for the Knights from their own 30-yard line.
If MCC gets a running clock, I can join.
Hey, there it is. You're locked in.
Fourth and 10.
Ooh.
Punt's going to wobble. Tank White's going to catch it, drop it, recover it at the 40. Coach, looks like he was trying to, he saw 6 before he even caught that. So MCC takes over 1st and 10 on the Halifax 40-yard line.
After the 9-yard punt. There's about 4 guys on the MCC team that I would not want to punt the ball to, so it could have been worse.
Well, I think if he catches that one, he might see 6.
First and 10 for our Hustlers from the 39-yard line of the Knights.
Here's the freshman, Joseph Allen, who's got Osterley in the backfield and weapons. Throw that ball to.
You're going to see him go over top here to 0. We're going to hand this one off, Coach. Oops. Swings it out to 2. Ramil Hernandez makes one-man miss. He's off to the races. 1 play, 1 touchdown. Hustlers.
Ramel Hernandez, the junior leading receiver for the MCC Hustlers.
Coach, that was a 39-yard touchdown pass from Allen to Hernandez, and all that was a simple little quick screen and let your playmakers go make plays.
Yep. Well, MCC picks right up where they left off from the last game, it appears. Scores on the first play.
Kick is up. Kick is good. So 8:16 left in the first quarter. MCC up 7-0.
And that's why you see Halifax running down the play clock like you were talking about.
Yeah. Under Armour uniforms here at MCC. What we got here, Caleb? Good?
Yeah, those are the Comfit 3, Billy.
See ya.
High quality stuff there.
A little Green Bay Packers-ish.
Coach was going for Baylor.
Okay, I can see it. They got white too?
Yes, they have white with green.
Now they need all green.
And now they're going to need all green.
Maybe all black. Think Coach Hooks can make that happen?
I do.
And do me a favor, the next time Mel High wants to order uniforms, don't let him order any more green and white ones. Let's go with gray and black, so we have 4 sets.
Noted.
Oh, he touched that one. Coach, is it still in the end zone if he touches it?
Yeah, if it goes in the end zone, it's dead.
Well, that was not a smart play there by Halifax, but he will be bailed out by technicality of the rule. So 1st and 10 on their own 20.
I mean, just look at the secondary there. You got Osterley, you got Tank, you got Day, you got Woolard. I mean, those guys, that's legit, man.
Those guys could play, yeah. Those are good football players there.
There's a reason why they're where they are.
Big 75 Noah Ostrander. He is a transfer from Satellite. Timeout Halifax. We're going to head to a quick break. That's how I do my geographical locations. And we're back here.
Going back to the trade, heavy.
This time he's going to keep it up the middle. Nice run. Gain of 7.
See, now if they can maintain that and stop getting the penalties that set them back, right? I mean, they've had some good positive gains in that formation with that scheme.
Right.
From their own 27-yard line.
One and 8 can scoot.
.26 for MCC. Robert Trebnick, Mr. Bollinger. Longtime referee here in Brevard County.
He's one of their leading tacklers.
MCC will jump off sides, and Halifax will get a free 5. Give them a first down.
I mean, there's some good game planning going on here by Halifax. They just got to be consistent. And Try to keep the flags away. Obviously, they saw they could hard count or go on 2 and get MCC to jump.
If MCC wins this game, Caleb, they will host next week. It would be either Holy Trinity or
Trinity Catholic.
Trinity Catholic, okay? And they're out of Ocala. Okay. Direct snap again. This time MCC's, well, no, coach, he fought for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Nice tackle, 54. Van Singer was the first hustler on the tackle.
Brought down by the hustler, number 54, Van Singer, and number 75, No.
3 yards. We'll stick with it.
3 yards in a cloud of dust will get you to the second quarter.
3-3, 3rd and 4.
Your son's still wearing a Super Bowl ring?
He took it to school on Monday, and one of his teachers wasn't there, so he took it to school on Tuesday because he had to show everybody.
They hit him with the Brady joke?
Oh, yeah.
Coach, the old direct snap to the up back, that was a, okay, gain of 4. I don't see that every day.
3rd and 3.
Thought he was a pulling guard at first.
Yeah.
LeBron Macian was the ball carrier on that play.
Taking a long time here, Coach.
They are certainly running their time. I keep watching this back judge here. We just hit the 10 second to the end of the play clock. Direct snap to one. It's going to be short. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage, so 4th down and 3 for Halifax.
Quarterback Carl Nelson on a carry. Short gain on the
That was
play.
Nelson on the carry. This 4th down brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech. Coach Blue, before we leave tonight, don't forget to, let's talk about this Brevard County All-Star game you're putting together with BSN and BSN.
Yeah, we got to keep that going.
Direct snap again to 73. He's going to be close.
He's right on the spot.
Number 73 for the Knights, LeBron Marquette.
See where they mark it, Coach.
Number 73.
You surprised to see them go for it on 4th down there so early on their own side of the
They're
field?
going to give them the first.
Tackle for the hustler, number 70.
We're going to have official timeout, water break. Coach, I say this, and I say this because they just played 2 weeks ago. And I don't know, most coaches don't think of things this way, but when you get beat 56-0 and you got to turn around and play that team 2 weeks later, I think at some point it's a win at all costs. Take chances. Can it get any worse? I mean, I don't know if that's the motto.
Yeah.
But maybe that's how they're doing as the rain starts to come down a little more. Caleb, I bet this rain's brought to you by Natwick Insurance.
Caleb, it's been a long season, hasn't it?
Been a long season for you?
It's been a long 24 hours.
You look a little shell-shocked over there. Yeah.
Guys got any scores of any other games? Please drop them in. Let us know. My bad, Coach. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just, in my mind, I didn't see the first game, but if it was a running clock at the half, I think after seeing the first punt, I think maybe they're thinking, if we punt it and we get 20, 30-yard change of field, MCC's offense, based on what we saw in the first play, they snapped it. You got to keep it out of their hands.
Right.
And they probably feel like they had a better chance of getting a yard there than they do of stopping MCC from scoring.
Yeah, punting the ball 0. Oh, got a little reverse coming. Here's Sitting on it. Nice tackle by Engel.
Now stick with it. You're moving down the ball down the field, going right at them. With the speed that MCC has on the perimeter with those guys we've mentioned, I would not try to outrun them sideways. I would keep going right at them like they had been doing. It was working.
Yep, that'll be a loss of 6. 2nd and 16 for the Knights. 3:26 left in the first quarter. Coach, and they have certainly won the time of possession battle here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
MCC had it for a whole 6 seconds.
Now you're out of the heavy formation. That's 2nd and 16. You're gonna have to put the ball in the air at some point.
Yeah, when you get behind the sticks.
Yep.
You know, an offense like this is not built to. You know, here goes the delay of game. So.
Man.
Second and 21, Coach. This is the second drive in a row. They've had the same scenario where it became 2nd and 16, the 2nd and 21.
Yeah. You start sniffing the 50-yard line and just fall apart. Yeah, I don't know. I would stick with going right at him, but the reverse and then a penalty, and now it's 2nd and 20.
One's going to roll out. Dumps it off to number 8. Coach, and all of MCC is there. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd and 21.
And that's been, their passing game so far is throwing a swing pass in the flat. And MCC just so fast.
2:28 here left in the first quarter. Caleb, you're not you when you're hungry. Grab that Snickers over there and eat it.
Who's Caleb's alter ego when he's hungry?
Oh, I don't know.
Not Roseanne Barr.
I was going to go visit Caleb last week after my game, and I looked up and I said, man, them bleachers are way up there. I'm going to just stay down here and continue to eat Soul Sushi and hang out.
Hey, there's Coach Smith. If he's not playing in the state playoffs for the All-Star game, we need to see if he'll come commentate the North-South Brevard game again.
Nice pass. It's going to be completed. He'll get to the 40, so 4th down and 12 for the Knights. Coach, I hope I'm missing the All-Star game.
Yeah.
We'll be at National, so I hope we're still playing on Thursday.
Coach Smith, let us know in the chat how you're doing up there at McIntosh. I haven't looked in a little while. I've been slacking. I'm curious to know how your team's doing up there.
An eligible receiver downfield, so that will negate the 10-yard gain.
Ooh, O'Galley down 14-0.
Uh-oh. Thank you, Ron.
They're on a roll, man. You talking about momentum.
All right, so now that the referees get the penalty situation straightened out, 4th and 12 for the Knights. Can't tell who's deep. It looks like 7 is deep. Wooler.
Much better punt.
Will be kicked directly to Justin. Justin's going to try to make some work. And
nice tackle.
Great tackle by number 3. Marlon Sampson. So MCC takes over 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line.
Well done there on the punt. Much better than the last one.
Coach Kentai, Coach Mays tuning in. 1:10 left in the first quarter. MCC looking to have their coach, we want to call it the second drive or maybe the second play of the game.
Play.
Matt, the EG game is on BSN. You just got to click over to another feed. It is on BSN. Scroll down the page a little bit. I believe it was the post before the Coco one. Handoff goes to Osterley. Coach right up the gut. Brought down after a gain of 12. 1st down, MCC.
He's so quick and tough, man. He's got great feet.
And that carry is good for a Hustler. First down.
Coach, are you surprised with a team like Halifax playing MCC that you don't have too high? There's Woolard right down the seam. Makes one man miss. Down to the 45-yard line. First and 10 MCC. We got an injured player on the field.
Well, I would say that if Osterley scorched them with the run game the last time they played, that might be the reason why they're not too high. Because, you know, that's the first thing you do is you're getting killed by the run is you got to bring that second safety down in the box. You can't afford to have two guys back there if you can't stop the run. So I didn't see the last game, but that would be my initial response is maybe MCC scorched them with the run the last game, and that's why they're one high.
Good take. 30 seconds left. MCC is going to get one more play off here, I believe.
But, you know, with the receivers that MCC has, you could be in a bind. One high. I know I used to love one high. Anytime we were going to play a team that was one high, it just, to me, it just opens up your pass game. I loved it. Cover three or man free. Not a lot of high school teams disguise coverage pre-snap. I remember one time we went up, played bowls, and man, those safeties, the defensive back shell was never, they were never playing whatever they showed pre-snap.
Right.
They would move and it was so hard to call play into that because your quarterback has no idea what coverage. But not many teams do that at the high school level. It's tough for the DBs to communicate that. So try to combat it with motion. You know, if the defense secondary wants to move after post-snap and you motion somebody, that can really mess up their rotation, you know.
All right, number 3 is going to be able to walk off on his own.
Number 3 for the Lights, Marlon Sampson.
Interested to see where this quarterback from MCC played his youth ball. He's got great size.
I believe he came from down south.
Hands off, face mask.
Face mask. They got it.
Osterley's got nowhere to go because he was grabbed by the face mask. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty for Halifax.
Number 3 for the Hussars, Brian Osterley, and the carry is the flag on the play. Personal foul is called against the Knights for face mask.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter. It is now rolling. This should be the final play. First and 10 MCC on the Halifax 30-yard line. Allen drops back, throws it into triple coverage. They're looking for Day-Day Farmer and number 7.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Milton Cross. 1 second left here. Incomplete pass, stop the clock. Coach, that was an errant throw by the freshman into triple coverage.
Yep, and now what they should do, come back right here, is you look that free safety off to one side, and then you come back and you just uncork it to the backside because the safety drifts with the quarterback's eyes. So I'm just going to look to my right slot. As soon as I see that safety take a step, I'm going to come back and throw a laser down the left seam. And my guys just got to win on the backside.
2nd and 10. Snaps handoff to Osterley around the left side. He's got a big hole. He's going to step out of bounds around the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, MCC, when we come back here in the second quarter. That quarter was brought to you by Best Private Investigations. And we'll be right back after the end of the quarter. All right, we're back here for the second half, or second quarter. Allen takes a snap. A little miscommunication. It'll be a loss of 1. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 9. Coach Blue, I wish you would have got to do a Vero game with me here a couple years ago. I thought the hospitality was great. It's great here at MCC. But Vero, the visiting press box, got a fridge in it. Anything you want to drink. Candy bar, subs, barbecue.
Wow.
I mean, it was Mac Daddy. Were you there with us? Were you and Eddie, right? Allen drops back. Going to throw a deep ball. Day-Day's out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
He tried to position himself there.
3rd and 9. Sorry, 3rd and goal from the 9.
Second goal for the Hustlers from the 9-yard line.
Allen takes a snap, hands off Osterley up the middle, and he's brought down by number 73 right away. 4th and goal from the 10-yard line after a loss of 1.
Looks like they're going to go.
4th and goal for the Hustlers at the 9-yard line.
Allen takes a snap. Allen's looking. Allen's going to keep it up the middle. He's still fighting. Coach looks like he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Nice stop by Halifax.
Yeah, that was huge for them. Great red zone stand right there. They did a good job over here on Day-Day Farmer. They had somebody hit a corner on him, and then they were taking away the slant with an outside linebacker walk down safety. They weren't going to give it up to him. Good hard run there, but just a little bit short.
First down for the Knights from their own 1-yard line.
Run right up the middle. It's going to fight forward for a gain of 2.
Number 8 on the carry, Jeremiah Bartholomew.
Tell you, if they get a couple first downs here, keep that clock rolling, I would say that their game plan's paying off.
Coach, I didn't think he got 5 yards on that one, but they gave him 5. So he bounces to the outside. He's got nowhere to go. He'll pick up 2. So 3rd and 3 for Halifax. Noah Ostrander on the tackle. Caleb, what'd you get? Some Skittles? Caleb Skittles Brown. Where's the post-game show at tonight, Caleb? The studio, okay. Live in 4K, as Caleb would say. One drops back. He's going to throw a deep ball.
He's got a flag.
Incomplete. We got a flag on the play and an injured Knight on the play.
Well covered there by MCC.
Quarterback took a shot, Coach. Don't know if it was late or not. All right, so an illegal formation on Halifax, Coach.
Too many men in the backfield, I'm going to guess.
They will take the penalty, so it'll be 3rd down again. Now, does one have to come out for that play since he was?
No, I don't. I mean, as long as you don't hold up the game, if you get up slow.
Yeah, I think he's telling him he's got to come out.
Yeah?
Well, once you go down with an injury, you have to come out at least one play.
Typically, I agree, Caleb, but they were deciding the penalty, so I didn't know if they had actually stopped the game for him or not yet. But they did. Now they just used a timeout, so now he does not have to come out.
And we have a timeout on the field called by the Knights.
Relentless Real Estate understands that every real estate journey is unique, and they strive to provide personalized and experienced, tailored to their clients' individual needs and goals. Whether buying a first home, selling a property, or seeking investment opportunities, the team of experienced agents at Relentless Real Estate is committed to guiding clients through the entire process with integrity, transparency, and professionalism. For more information, call 321-302 or 0763 www.relentless-re.com. Relentless Real Estate.
That was delicious. I haven't had a Twix in a while. That was glorious.
Coach Rob Twix.
Reese's Buttercups are my favorite, though.
You'll like it. I took the whole box from the concession stand.
Attaboy.
You know, end of the season, concession
Yeah,
stand.
you don't want it to expire. That's a sin.
Put them in my fridge and make sure they stay cold.
That's called your Super Bowl award. Because you already knew you were going to.
We struggled in the first half, Caleb.
3rd and 7 here. 8:48 left in the second quarter.
We will not discuss what I said at halftime either. Direct snap to 5. He's going to get the edge on the outside. First down, Halifax. Coach,
No flags.
great game plan
All right.
by them so far. 8:38 left in the first half.
Omar Calhoun on the carry for the Knights.
Yeah, my wife said, what do you think Billy's saying to them at halftime? I said,
Brought down by the Husker, number 58.
with many bleeps mixed in, we're not playing well. We need to play better.
That was as nice as could be.
There's another flag. A sideline warning.
First down for the Knights from their own 15-yard line.
Whatever I said was enough because Durfus walked over and said, well, I don't have nothing else to say. Another 5-yard run, Coach.
Coach, I like it, man. I mean, if they can just, I hate to be repetitive and say the same thing over and over again, but if they just stick with that and just keep going right at them, they're getting at least 3.5 yards a carry.
I will say this. I don't like how their quarterback / running back at the end of the play, when he knows
Reaches
he's going
out.
down, he's reaching.
Yeah.
At some point, that's going to get punched out.
Yeah, you get a jumpy ref who thinks that your knee wasn't down or something.
I know he's getting that extra yard or two every run, but you got to protect the football.
But, I mean, they're running the clock down. It's 7-0. It was a running clock the last time they played at halftime.
Yep.
It's 7-0 with 7.5 minutes left.
And Coach, MCC's ran all of about, what, would you say 5 or 6 plays this game?
Yes. But you got to stick with it, and it's hard because you get stuffed a couple times and you want to spread out and put the ball in the air, but
Titusville also down 14-0 to South Sumter. Tough night for Brevard County so far, except for the Hustlers and the Tigers. I assume.
a lot of
Coco's
football
winning.
left.
Yeah, I assume Coco's winning.
Denellen is going into their game with the same mentality as them. They're an 87 whatever run to pass. 87% run Denellen likes to do.
Yeah, I'm probably keeping that Cocoa offense off. Oh, he's going to fake it this time. Great job by MCC. Number 5, Tanner Campbell on the hit. 4th and 4. HT down 14-0. The Trinity Christian. The night of 14 points, Coach.
See, this one, yeah, I was going to say you got a punt here.
Fourth and 5 for the Knights.
Weird punt formation, Coach.
Oof.
It got tipped. Oh, and now that's going to be Halifax football. Coach, it got tipped, but then your lineman tries to catch it for whatever reason, and now it's Halifax football because he fumbled it.
Yeah, that was quite a play there.
The Knights punt is recovered by the Knights.
Imagine being on the radio and trying to have to be descriptive and describe what just happened in a hurry. Oh, man. That's, well, like you said, the
Officials
formation,
timeout, Waterbury.
you got
Go
to
ahead.
back that. When you quick kick out of the shotgun like that with your quarterback, you got to back him up just a little, at least a little bit, just to get some separation.
It looked like they were missing a guard or tackle on this side.
We got quite a
One of the linemen tried to jump up and catch
audience of viewers that have been tuning in since we've been going. There are a bunch of great former Brevard football players. Speaking of which, the Brevard North-South All-Star Game, Thursday, December 14th at Melbourne High School. It's going to be another great edition of Brevard senior talent. You look back through the years and you think about some of the great players that have come through this county. It's a very long list. There's going to be lots of coaches on both sidelines that were former Brevard players. It's always a great night to tell stories about former Brevard greats and see faces of coaches all around the stadium that participated in, coached in, or coached some of those guys. It's going to be a great night. I'm glad that the game is going again. Corey Broomfield got it started back up last year. And thank you to Melbourne High School for hosting. Really looking forward to that.
And Brevard County owes a big thank you to you for keeping it going and getting all this organized, because I'm doing the youth one, and I know how much of a headache it can be sometimes.
Well, you know, speaking of that, it'd be nice, and I mentioned it too to the coaches, if we could do, like you said, they used to have the youth senior game, a doubleheader before the Brevard High School All-Star game. That would be, what a great night that would be to have the youth senior game, All-Star game, and then the high school senior All-Star game.
Yeah, that's how it was when I played in it back in 2004, and fakes the jet sweep, keeps it up the middle. He's got room to cut back. Gain of 10 after the 5-yard false start penalty. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Knights. Lucius Williams says Coach Blue's a real one.
Oh,
What an athlete he was back at Bayside.
Lucius. I haven't seen him in
I
a
believe
long time.
it's Lucius McKay, and I
It
apologize,
is.
Lucius, for calling you Williams.
Now he's coaching basketball, from what I understand, over at Bayside.
I remember when Lucius used to run around Vets Park tearing people up.
You want to talk about an athlete, man. There isn't anything that dude couldn't do. And what a great kid, too. He's like Booby Cunningham, that smile.
And direct snap again. Coach gains 6. Another first down, Halifax.
Yeah, and the clock continues to roll with 4 minutes left.
Quarterback keeper brought down by Ezra Engel for the Hustlers.
Hats off to Halifax coaching staff for their game plan. What a difference between two games.
First down for the Knights at their own 36-yard line.
And unfortunately, if you're MCC, Coach, you have to capitalize on every opportunity you get, because you're not going to get much because they're keeping the ball from you. He'll gain 2.
And you know what? That's fine. It's first down. The clock's rolling. You got 2 yards. Just stick with it. Don't try to get cute. Don't try to go outside.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Halifax, Coach, you're okay with running this thing out and going
Yes.
half 7-0.
Yes.
That's a win for you.
Yeah, because
Not on the scoreboard, but
it was
compared to last
42
time.
to nothing the last time they played at halftime. Yeah, absolutely.
And again, Coach, it's not that MCC's doing anything wrong. They just haven't had the opportunities on offense.
Yeah, I mean,
A one-play drive.
they scored on the first play. They touched the ball. Can't fault that.
Jet sweep to the outside. Brian Ostley is going to make that tackle. It'll be a gain of 2. Third down, and we'll call it 6 for the Knights. 2:40 left in the first half.
The good thing about that is if you hand off a jet every once in a while, you can jet motion and fake the jet, and you get a couple defenders to step false outside to open up inside lanes. So you can't run the jet motion and not ever hand the jet off. So you got to do it every once in a while, or else nobody's going to step false to the jet motion.
Is that Phil Price?
I can't see that far, Coach.
Yeah, press box at a weird angle here.
If he doesn't have a number on his jersey, I can't
No,
tell.
I'm looking at it, Coach. Phil Price coaches Satellite, Cocoa Beach, East River, always around with Tony Piccolo. Direct snap. Again, Coach, he's fighting forward. It's going to be short by about 2 yards. Fourth and 2 with 1:42 left in the first half. You going for it?
I'm going to just calling a timeout here, MCC. Okay,
Timeout,
well that took away
MCC.
my strategy. But what I would do is I would line up, go hard count. If they don't jump, I use the timeout, and then I think about what I want to do there. But I would definitely, if I'm Halifax and I have at least a timeout left, I'm going to line up and I'm going to go hard count to try to get MCC to jump. And then I'm either going to punt it or
Well, now it's 4th and 1, Coach. They originally had it marked at 4th and 2, but is that change anything for you?
No, I'm going to go hard count, use the timeout, and then come back out and go for it. I mean, I love using the timeouts. You can't take them into the halftime with you. You might as well use them. So they got MCC to jump false start once earlier in the game on a hard count, right? So use your timeout to try to get them the jump. If they don't, use it and then come back out and go for it. But the punt has been a disaster for Halifax so far in this game. You get a quarterback at 4 or 5 yards. He doesn't have enough time to get the ball off, and then when he does, it doesn't go very far anyway. So I'm just going to go for it at midfield. If I'm on my own 30 or whatever, no, I'm going to try to punt it. But when I'm at midfield and my game plan's working for me, and MCC hasn't shown that they can stop me from getting 2 yards.
We're going to see a direct snap to Big 7-3 here, you think?
They did it before.
Nope. Go back. Run straight forward. I'm not sure if he got there, Coach.
He got a good spot here from this side. Looks like they got it.
Yeah, if we're going off this near side referee, it definitely looks like he. First down.
Well, barring a disaster for Halifax, they're probably going to be able to at least run this clock out and go into halftime 7-0 if they don't get any points on the board. And if you'd have told that coaching staff, hey, it's going to be 7-0 at halftime, I bet they would be okay with that.
You're in a ball game. You weren't in a ball game last time you
That's
played.
right.
So 1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Throws it.
Oh. I don't like it, Billy.
I don't. So 2nd and 10 with 1 minute left here in the first half.
Stick with it.
Yeah, because you don't. I mean, again, we saw what MCC can do in one
One play. Now, if they don't get a first down, or MCC's going to call a timeout.
Nelson takes a snap. He's going to throw a deep ball. Incomplete. Great coverage by number 7, Justin Woolard. And, yeah, Coach, your MO the first half has been to run the clock and keep the ball at MCC's hands, and now you're faced with 3rd and 10 because you feel like you want to just chuck the ball deep.
A minute left in the half. Everything is going as you planned. I guess they like that matchup, though.
Coco up 28-0.
I don't understand liking the matchup against a guy who's a state champion.
Well, there ain't very good matches unless you want to go attack the freshman. That's still not a good match. So this time we're going to keep it. Number 8's going to get to the edge, Coach. Fights forward. He's running. Day Farmer's going to bring him down around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
Huge run there.
46
Timeout.
seconds left.
Halifax
timeout, Coach. They're able to punch one in here. That's an even big confidence booster. Looks like Titusville's losing 14-6. Silver Fox is due for an eye checkup. Sorry. O'Galley's down 14-6. Able to get in the end zone.
I'd be interested to know if Halifax ran this formation in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, did they just turn the ball over or what? What was it?
But if they were spread the last game and then they came out here tonight lining up the way they are here in a heavy power formation, I mean, that's just great coaching.
Oh, now my dad wants to make eyes jokes. I had a reason for mine, though. You're just old.
I thought he was going to be here. I thought we were going to have a special guest in the booth. You got me all excited.
Yeah, well, I think the new Call of Duty came out and football season's
Oh, that's it. He's got to get his Nicki Minaj skin.
Oh, man. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Drops back, is going to throw it deep. Nice coverage by number 1, Tank White.
Nelson's pass intended for Omar Calhoun is incomplete.
Well, Pops actually drove by and you were still at home, so I figured you weren't going. Omar Calhoun, the intended receiver for the Knights. 41 seconds left in the first half.
He left me at home. That sounds like he had his walker by the front door and he was all ready to go and you didn't pick him up. He left me at home. Man, you got a car?
Second and 10 from the 25-yard line. 73 keeps that one up the middle. Gain of 3. 35 and rolling.
Pretty sure Halifax has one timeout left.
Third and 8 for the Knights with 20 seconds left. Well, I think we're definitely going to see a shot here.
Third and 8 for the Knights.
One's going to roll. One's still rolling. Oh, it's going to be intercepted by Tank White. Coach, that was just a great play by Tank White, the athlete for MCC. I mean, he just went up there and got that one, but I don't know what you're thinking if you're Halifax there.
Yep.
And that should be the end of the first half, barring what this penalty is on who is against.
Dead ball on sportsmanlike.
So will MCC get a play?
An untimed down. Was it a dead ball?
38-yard line.
All right, now they're saying it's on MCC.
Can't end on a defensive penalty, so we should get one more play. No, they reversed the call. It's on the Hustlers. Okay, so it ends on them.
Or there was offsetting. Was there one on each team?
I don't know. That's what I'm waiting to see.
All right.
Halftime. Yep, that will be the end of the first half. MCC leading Halifax 7-0. Caleb, no band, so we're just gonna go mute. Me and Coach Blue will come back and talk about the halftime or the All-Star game here in a little bit.
All right, folks. Caleb Brown here, coming to you live with a read from our good friends at the FHSAA. You are watching the FHSAA Class 1S Region 2 semifinal. The rights to this broadcast have been granted to the Brevard Sports Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or descriptions of this game without the express written consent of the Brevard Sports Network and the FHSAA is strictly prohibited. We'd also like to say if you are heading up to the state championship series games being held at FAMU, head on down to the FHSAA website and go ahead and buy your tickets. Get set to watch 14 state champions be crowned in 2 sets of different classifications. For more information about those state championship games, head on over to the FHSAA website at www.fhsaa.com. We got a score in. Rockledge up 7-0 over Mainland in a game that's taking place Rockledge. And so there's a thank you to Jacob Sams for that update. Billy, I don't know if you heard me. Rockledge 7-0 currently over Mainland. And we'd also like to thank Relentless Real Estate, who is our primary sponsor of this broadcast. But we'd also like to thank the other sponsors who help Brevard Sports Network bring you high school football throughout the entire season. Best Private Investigations, BlackRock Engineering and Technology, Natwick Insurance, American Air and Plumbing, Orange Pest Control have all stepped up and made sure that during the year we were able to bring you high school football, and what a joy it's been for us. And so coming up in about 13 minutes, we'll tell you more about the high school football all-star game. Also, be sure at the end of the night, after all the games have finished, right here on the Brevard Sports Network, we will have the Brevard Sports Network playoff post-game show. We'll take you down the list of the games, talk about the winners that advance, and give a congratulatory to making it to this point for the teams that may not. But yep, we'll see you in about 13 minutes here on the Brevard Sports Network.
All right, welcome back. We got 3 minutes till the end of the halftime. Got a couple minutes here to talk about the, now you seen on your screen, the 2023 Brevard County North-South Senior All-Star Game put on by the man to my right, Coach Blue. Coach, you want to give an in-depth analysis of what you guys got going on this year?
First of all, it's not put on by me. I'm just trying to keep something going that's important to the county, and it ain't about me at all. And the coaches are everybody's jumping in and offering to help out. There's a lot of people that are putting this thing together behind the scenes, so I don't want to take credit for anything. But, yeah, man, it's I was involved in it as a coach, and I had a great time, and I met other coaches around the county that I had never met before, and it's such a great way to make connections, not just for the players but also for the coaches. And then you see all the great Brevard alumni that come to the game, and it's just a great night for Brevard County football. And we lost it because of COVID. Before that, we tried to do a Treasure Coast, Space Coast
All-Star game.
Yeah, and but I'm just glad it's back in Brevard, and it should be a great time. You know, there's a lot of great things that you get out of it. Players get some film. Players can get some exposure from it.
Yep.
You know,
you got John Holmes in the north as the north head coach, and from Titusville High School, and Michael Benson from Heritage High School as the south head coach.
Yep, we got two great head coaches who had great seasons. Coach Holmes, what an amazing job he's done at Titusville in a short period of time. And Coach Benson's done an amazing job over there at Heritage. And they stepped up and volunteered to be head coaches. And I'm sure they're going to have a bunch of great coaches assist them. There's so many great coaches in this county.
Yeah, go out there, have fun, have a good night for these seniors. One last go around here in Brevard County.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, last year's game was, unfortunately, it was a downpour for the most of the first quarter, but it dried up and everybody had a great time. So
I was supposed to broadcast that moment out, and I ended up sick. And this year he asked me to broadcast, and I had to tell him hopefully we're at Nationals playing on Thursday night.
Yeah. Well, last year Derek Smith came in.
Yeah.
And did it with Allen. That was awesome.
It'd be nice if Derek could come back down again.
Yeah, he's got quite a legacy in Brevard.
See that BSN Sports water carrier down there?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I see those yellows out there too.
Those Under Armour yellows.
Those are pretty sweet.
What's the name of that color? Swiss cheese?
Steel Town Gold.
Steel Town Gold. Kicks it short. Oshley's going to field this one. Try to get to the sideline. Brought down around the 47, 1st and 10 MCC.
I feel like Halifax got a player down, number 7.
Got hit in the stomach. Looks like he's okay. So 1st and 10 MCC on the Halifax 45-yard line to start this second half. Coach, this will be the 7th play from scrimmage for MCC. Again, the 7th play from scrimmage, and we're in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, great game plan by Halifax to keep it away from MCC's offense.
Man in motions. Woolard's going to hand off up the middle. That's all. He's
tripped up there by number 7.
Brian
Good
Osterley.
stop in the open field there.
Thought they were going to get him for a hurdle, but they didn't.
Milton Cross, sophomore on the tackle.
And a little bit of urgency here at MCC, Coach.
Yeah, I'm sure they were frustrated going in the locker room. It's not that they played bad. I mean, they scored on the first touch of the game, and then they got all the way down to the 1-yard line and didn't get in the second possession, and that was it.
Throws it out quick. Tank White makes one man miss. Makes another. Now he's just going in circles. It'll be a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 for MCC.
Brought down by the Knights, Omar Calhoun.
Omar Calhoun on the tackle for the Knights.
Coach Panucci tuning in.
Jeffrey. Kenny Johnson tuning in.
Councilman Johnson.
Quick again. Tank White fights forward. We got a flag on the play. Face mask.
Allen's pass taken in again by Tank White.
5-yard face mask penalty, so that's just grasping it. Not a personal foul, but it will be a first down MCC.
Penalty on the play. Face mask is called against the Knights. First and goal tonight. Hussars from their own 7-yard line.
First and goal from the 7-yard line for MCC.
Are they in the top-notch training red zone?
They're in the top-notch training red zone. Intended for Day-Day Farmer, incomplete. We'd like to thank American Air and Plumbing for their sponsorship all year long here of BSN.
Second and goal.
They make things possible here. Handoff goes to Oshley. Nowhere to go. Loss of 2. Third and goal from the 10.
Osterley on the carry.
Coach, this is the second drive MCC's been in the red zone. They're struggling to score.
Well, you know the red zone's tough for anybody in this game. A lot of credit to Halifax. You know, based on what happened the last time they played, it's a 7-0 game with 9.5 minutes left in the third, and they're bowing up here in the red zone again.
Throws it. Incomplete.
Great coverage.
Fourth and goal from the 10.
Allen's pass intended for Tank White is incomplete in the end zone. Brings up fourth down.
Wide open. Touchdown. That's number 2 again. Ramel Hernandez, his second one of the game.
Had a little swing there, and nobody had him. Good call. Good throw. Touchdown MCC.
Offsides on the defense.
Flag on the play, offsides is a call against the Knights.
You can decline that one, right, Coach? You ain't got to move everything.
Sure. Another one.
Go for 2 at this point?
Yeah, but
Yep.
you gotta do it the Billy Palmer way.
Yeah.
You gotta go under center.
Yeah. Go under center, have 22 in the backfield. He makes things easy. 35-0 Cocoa. They hit the running clock. Caleb Allen's going to beat you home. Who's with Allen today?
Huh?
Who's with Allen today?
I believe he's by himself.
MCC will go for 2. Handoff Osterley's in. 2-point conversion good. 15-0 MCC. 9:17 left in the third quarter. Well, Coach, that's what MCC needed. But if it's anything like the first half, they probably won't get the ball back for the rest of the game. They got their 6 plays.
I would like to think that MCC is going to make an adjustment on defense, and they're not going to give up a long, sustained drive to Halifax here.
William Stewart pays the ball up.
Third quarter tells you a lot about your team.
Amen to that.
I remember good teams I was associated with were good in the third quarter, and teams that weren't very good were not very good in the third quarter.
Coach, we almost had ourselves a story time tonight with the rain, but we're going to let that one go. So fielded at the 1 yard line. Number 5 gets to the edge. There's going to be a block and a back penalty at the 16-yard line. Be half the distance to the goal, where Halifax will take over 1st and 10.
You know, it's funny. There's probably a few people out there who have heard us enough that know what you're talking about. And I would like to propose a poll. Can we do a poll? Caleb, can you put a poll on the screen? You don't have to do it now, but like we'll do it maybe next year or something. But we put the poll on the screen. Who doesn't ever want to hear about the 2011 Bayside Melbourne game ever again? And if they say if I win, you can't talk about it anymore.
I'll just make a truce with you. We don't got to talk about it anymore. unless Coach Smith's listening. If Coach Smith and Coach Wilson are on at the same time, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. It's fun. It happened.
That'll be our first poll next.
Nobody died. Nobody died. Nobody got fired. It's okay.
Couple light bulbs got burned out.
Couple band members had to wait for another bus.
1st and 10. Halifax on their own 9-yard line after the penalty.
Looks like Rockledge is up 7-0 against Mainland. That'd be an upset.
It certainly would, and that means handoff up the middle. Coach, this is a gain of 4. This is probably what they lined up in a lot last time these teams played. So if Sebring beats O'Galley, I'm assuming Rockledge will have to go to Sebring. If O'Galley is able to come back and beat Sebring and Rockledge holds on to beat Mainland, we'll have an O'Galley-Rock rematch next week at O'Galley. And that'll be a nice packed-out game.
The first one was amazing, down to the wire.
Direct snap again.
Oof, good tackle there.
Noah
75.
Noah Ostrander and Brian Osterley. Gain of 1.
Coach Hunger joining us. Coach Bender joining us.
Third and 4 to the Knights from their own 14-yard line.
Goes slant. Got him. Oh, he had a man. He dropped it. Number 6. Dixon Jr.
Man, they're going at Woolard, huh?
They are. Coach Odie. Coach Odie.
Fourth down for the Knights from their own 14-yard line.
All right, now back him up a little bit and give him some room. But, you know, the problem with that was, too, Billy, is even when he's close like that, remember how much arc was on the ball the last time he punted? And that just gives the rush team more time to get into the backfield.
And they still look like they're missing somebody on the edge here, don't they? Or is it just the way they're lined up? Wooler's going to get this one.
Jeez, his
Oh,
feet.
got a flag already.
Goodness gracious.
Down to the 14-yard line. We'll see what his penalty is on.
So explosive.
Looks like it's going to be on Halifax, but we'll see.
You could see how he would be the long jump state champion. He sticks his foot in the ground. His explosion. It's amazing.
No flag. MCC ball on the Halifax 13-yard line. Coach, I'm ready to see Day Farmer get the football in his hands.
Yeah, they pay attention to him. When he's singled up, they've got a corner on him, and then they've got somebody inside to take away anything in breaking. So and the young freshman, Allen, this year has done a great job distributing the ball amongst his weapons.
See a tunnel screen here, Coach?
I like it. Somebody's cramping up. They're going to have to call a timeout or I think Tank's out there cramping up.
I think it's his first game back, so that'll get to you if you haven't been in conditioning all season long. I know he hurt. I think he broke his arm or forearm earlier in the season. $7:29 left. Caleb, time for a good read here. Relentless Real Estate has emerged as a dynamic and innovative real estate company dedicated to revolutionizing the way people buy, sell, and invest in properties. With a fresh perspective and a passion for excellence, Relentless Real Estate aims to redefine the real estate industry by offering unparalleled service, cutting-edge technology, and client-centric approach. For more information, call 321-302-0763 or visit online at www.relentless-re.com. As Coach Grish would call it, the World Wide Web, America Online, or whatever it's called back in the day.
Coach Grish.
He used to give me a hard time. I don't know what you boys are talking about on the World Wide Web, but you know, that was 2012, 13, so you know the internet's come way farther than that. That's back when Florida Today used to have their online chat forums about high school sports.
Oh, yeah. And everybody had an anonymous account,
yep.
a phony account.
Now we got a flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike on Halifax.
I think that might be on the sideline.
I'd have to guess. First and goal from the 6-yard line.
First and 4 for the Hustlers at the 6-yard line of the Knights.
Well, we might make it to the fourth quarter before midnight, Coach. All right, here we go. First and goal from the 6-yard line for MCC. Allen takes the snap. Allen's looking. Allen's going to roll. He's got somebody wide open. There's Day just sitting there.
There's your guy.
Touchdown.
You called it. Not the one you want to lose track of in the red zone.
And he was standing there wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that, 21-0 MCC. Oh, Coach, we got a negated touchdown on a holding penalty. So that one's coming back. And that was a spot from the. No, they're going to mark it. No, it's not a spot. They moved it back. So 1st and goal from the 16-yard line from MCC now. $15-0, 7:14 left. Man in motion, fakes it. Rossley goes out backside. Big hit by number 22, Martell Tarpley. Knocks Osterley out of bounds after a gain of, we'll call it 8.
He's so fast, he beat his puller into the line on that one.
Got to be a little patient.
2nd and 8 for the Hustlers at the 10-yard line.
Okay, when are we going to get replay on these things?
As soon as someone makes a nice, hefty $1 million donation.
Okay. Fakes it, throws us. Woolard with the touchdown catch. Touchdown, Hustlers. We'll get replay, and Coach Blue will be up there with his blue pen circling. And
oh, we got another flag.
For those watching on the YouTube stream, they can rewind.
Yeah, if you are watching on YouTube, you will be able to rewind. Unsportsmanlike on Halifax. Touchdown is good. It will be assessed on the kickoff.
I hope they don't get too many more of those because they don't have a lot of backups over there on the sideline if anybody gets tossed.
Coach Blue, you ready to suit up?
No.
You got a little gunslinger left in you, right?
I can sling it. That's about all I can do.
He's the most immobile quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen.
I'm like an 80-year-old pocket statue.
Extra point is no good. 21-0, 6:25 left in the 3rd quarter.
So, Billy, I heard your 12U team won a Super Bowl last week, and you guys are on to AAU Nationals in December.
Something like that. We are. Headed down to play the Treasure Coast Spartans of the FYFL tomorrow.
Did they win their league?
They didn't. Just kind of a little exhibition game in. A little more competition to prepare ourselves for Nationals. They're a good football team. So they went 7-1 down there.
Flag on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct is a call against the Knights.
Another unsportsmanlike.
Now, if you don't honestly kick it here.
All right, so that unsportsmanlike, at some point, is someone going to be thrown out for those?
They
Because
don't
that
have
might
the
be like
personnel.
that might be like the 12th one of the night.
Wait, what the heck is it?
I think they're telling the kid the onside kick here.
Yeah, you almost have to.
Off from the Knights 30-yard line.
Worst thing that could happen is they get it on the 20. Ooh, almost.
Recovered by Halifax.
Onside kick was recovered by the Knights.
I like it. The clock operator is letting a few seconds roll after every whistle. Just a few.
Yeah, we have an injured player on the field. Caleb, BSN is going to be broadcasting the ACYAA All-Star Games on December 2nd. Someone told me you're doing cheer comp. Good luck with that one. You going to be broadcasting that? I don't really know how you...
What you don't know is I'm actually a flyer in the cheer.
Oh, wow. You're the top of the pyramid?
No. They're throwing me.
They throw you up to the top. Oh, okay. Nice.
Number 27 for the
But they are broadcasting cheer comp, Coach Blue. I guess there's a guest commentator. Someone that actually knows what they're talking about when it comes to stunting and so on. And then at 2 o'clock, they'll do the 8U All-Star game on throughout the day to the end of the 14U All-Star game.
Where's it at?
Melbourne High, the Saturday, December 2nd. They're bringing it back for the first time since 2009.
Wow. That's awesome. Are you coaching?
I am.
12U?
Yep.
Billy wanted to test his patience and coach 8U.
No, I will never coach 8U. Well, I don't got the patience for that. It ain't even the kids. The 8U, them 8U parents are the worst. 1st and 10, Halifax on their own 20. Drops back. Intended for number 10,
Good tip by number 21 for MCC there.
Christian Maynard.
Nelson's pass in for Milton Crossing.
If anybody has an update on the Rockledge score. Last we heard, they were leading Maitland 7-0. Nogally was down 21-6. The last reported Holy Trinity score we got was 14-0 Trinity Christian. Trinity Catholic. Cocoa was up 35-0. And Titusville was down 14-6. Or 14. One of those 14 games.
For the Knights from the own 21-yard line.
Timeout Halifax. This timeout's going to be brought to you by a sponsor that's been with us all football season long, Caleb, and that is Black Rock Engineering. We appreciate their support all season long, along with Rich's Auto Tech, Best Private Investigations, Natwick Insurance, and American Air and Plumbing. Cocoa Tigers football tuning in. That must mean that the game's probably over up there. Did they get scored on last week? Did Cocoa get scored on last week? 2 straight shutouts, 2 straight running clocks in the playoffs.
Not bad.
Not bad in Florida high school football.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. And Coco is practicing on Thanksgiving.
Caleb will be up bright and early to give a Thanksgiving report on Cocoa. He just told me.
To all of our football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2023 FHS.
I'm excited for the maybe third time in my life. The Detroit Lions will actually field a decent football team on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, okay. What's their record, Coach? I haven't paid much attention.
Ooh, big sack. Pins Halifax way deep.
Number 6, Engle.
I believe they're 7-2.
Okay. Super Bowl bound.
Pump the brakes. NFL is not for long.
Okay. Well, when's the last time they had 7 wins, Coach? This is promising.
They've had 7 wins a few times, but it was 7-9.
Okay. When's the last time they were
7-2.
5 over the 500 mark?
Oof. Well, the last time that they won a playoff game was in 1991.
Okay.
They went to the NFC Championship game and lost to the Redskins.
He's going to roll out left. He's going to keep this one. Nope. Stops. Throws it. Got a man. Caught. Around the 20. 4th and 10. You know what else happened in 1991?
What's that?
I was born.
Hey.
So I didn't see him win the game.
No. $1991. Metallica Black album came out.
4th and 11 for the Knights from their own 20-yard line.
I was a sophomore in high school.
Caleb? I don't think you were born either. 91, were you born?
Desmond Howard won the Heisman Trophy. Go
Okay.
Blue.
Caleb was born in 1996. Nelson just looking. Coach.
That's 2 points. That's a safety. Intentional grounding in the end zone. You know, Billy, the snap, there's so much arc on the snap. It just kills the timing between the quarterback being able to hit any of those receivers on any kind of a break because the quarterback's waiting for the ball.
Yep. I'll explain in a minute. Caleb, put me on mute for a second. All right, Mike, we appreciate you. South Sumter up 30-0 over the Ville, Titusville. It's been a great season for Titusville. Nothing to hang their hats on.
Yeah, great season. Coach Holmes doing a great job at Titusville.
All right, Coach, was there a – oh, it's a free kick, so. Fielded by Osterley, makes one miss.
Flag.
Yep.
Ryan Osterley on the kick return from
Another
Osterley,
flag.
so we have a flag on the play.
All right, well, there's been more flags in this game than MCC has run plays on offense. I think this crew's from Winter Park, Coach. Last I.
Coach Mac McLeese tuning in. Bayside offensive line coach.
Helmet to helmet on MCC.
Former offensive lineman in Bayside football.
Flag on the play. Personal foul call against the Hustlers for a crackback block.
All three of those McLeese boys were great high school football players out there at Bayside. Greg, Jerry, Mac. Good guys. Yeah, MCC's got to be careful. The uglier this gets, the chippier it gets, and they can't afford to lose anybody going into the next round. So they just got to keep their wits about them and just ignore the talk. And it's okay to get shoved.
Your wife tuned in?
Oh, yeah?
On my screen, she has.
Maybe she's not my friend on Facebook. Something's happening. Oh, hey, something cool. The other day, they're having a 30th anniversary of the movie The Sandlot in New Smyrna Beach. They're having a festival, like a weekend thing. And David Mickey Evans, the writer, director, and narrator of the Sandlot movie, invited us up there. And Smalls gets to meet Smalls.
Nice.
Yeah, the actor that played Scotty Smalls in the Sandlot movie, my Benny Smalls, gets to meet the real Smalls. So Smalls and Smalls, so that'd be a good photo op.
When's that?
December 15th and 16th. Busy week. They're doing a screening of the movie 2 nights in a row, and then the meet and greet and a celebrity softball game up at
Okay,
New
I know
Smyrna
Benny's playing.
Beach. New Smyrna Beach High School auditorium.
Down for the ninth at the Hustlers 46-yard line.
Man, Emotion's going to get it this time. Caden Kelly.
Daddy was like, here, give it to me.
Lateral it to me, and I'll take it.
Just hand it to me, I'll go.
Coach, it's absolutely crazy to me that someone like Day Farmer is a senior in high school.
I know.
I coached him when he was 11 years old.
Time flies. I coached both of his older brothers, and I remember him being a little kid coming out to Heritage when Richard was young.
Yep.
And then Tay came through, and
Tay got Conference Player of the Year again.
that's awesome, man.
Oshley trying to make something out of nothing. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oshley on the carry, brought down by LeBron.
Number 73, LeBron Mason. Another injured player on the field here.
While we're sitting here, I'd like to give a shout out to Coach Dooley, legendary baseball coach here at MCC. We're looking at Tom Dooley Field on the horizon over there. Not too often that you have a field named after you while you're still coaching, but deservingly so. An awesome guy. What an amazing job he's done here in that baseball program. He was always a great mentor to me. Always willing to pick up the phone and help me out whenever I had a question, needed a tip, needed some advice about the game. He's a walking baseball encyclopedia and a great guy.
Handoff goes to Caden Kelly. Gain of 5.
Kelly on the carry for the Hustlers.
Emmanuel Washington on the tackle for the Knights.
And we have the flag on the play.
2 minutes left in the third quarter, and now we have a flag on the field. Dead ball. Personal foul on Halifax.
Personal foul called on the Knights.
That was a well, 22 just threw his helmet off, so let's see what's
Hate to see that for a young man. That's no way to end a season, especially when you make the playoffs.
There was not a signal of an injection.
First down for the Hustlers at the Knights 15-yard line.
Let us know if you have any score updates out there. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
It's 23-0 MCC.
Oh, what a snag.
Is that Tank?
Yes. Great throw, dropped it in the back of the end zone. Just enough real estate for him to tap. That was a great throw and catch right there. And another flag.
And another flag.
That's a great ball for a freshman, Coach. And Tank's cramping up again.
Flag is going to be on MCC. Coach, this third quarter's been forever.
Yes, it has.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is called against the Hustlers.
Number 20, William Stewart on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Stewart nails it right down the middle.
Rockledge up 14-0 over Mainland. O'Galley's down 21-12 to Sebring.
Wow, that's a surprising score, Coach. Not too many people were giving Rockledge much of a chance up there in Mainland.
No, especially if you were on Spaces on Twitter.
I had the pleasure of listening to that. I had Caleb on the ride home last week, and he had it going. And they were burying Rockledge.
It's very entertaining, Coach. It is very entertaining. We had one today about noon. Call a coach out Friday. Rockledge was called out, but hey, they're bringing the win back to Brevard County if they can hang on. 30-0 MCC. One more touchdown, Coach. We're eventually going to reach that running clock here. Five gets the guy off him. He's got the edge, Coach. He's got some wheels.
Good angle there by Stewart and a couple other hustlers.
Dixon on the kick return for the Knights.
Is there a flag?
It's hard to tell sometimes with all that Steeltown gold flying around out there, Coach.
It is still the third quarter. There is a minute left. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on Halifax. Oh, my Lord.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is called on the Knights.
Blue, at this point, are they just coming out of the pocket like it's nothing, or is things really happening?
I don't know, but I've never seen so many personal fouls and unsportsmanlike penalties in a game.
And again, nobody's left the game.
Timeout, Halifax.
Timeout on the field called by the Knights.
Relentless Real Estate understands that every real estate journey is unique, and they strive to provide a personalized experience tailored to their clients' individual needs and goals. Whether buying a first home, selling a property, or seeking investment opportunities, a team of experienced agents at Relentless Real Estate is committed to guiding clients through the entire process with integrity, transparency, and professionalism. For more information, call 321-302-0763 or visit online at www.relentless-re.com.
It's your time, so why not save time and avoid the hassle of waiting in line? No need for cash. Buy your ticket to the next round at GoFan.com. That's GoFan.com.
Not only is Tank cramping, Coach, but look at him right here. That's never a good sight.
Conditioning is real.
First down.
That's usually what you see in August, right?
Yeah,
First-
but if you haven't
first
played,
week or two, yeah.
you haven't played all season,
I
and
gotcha.
you're playing both ways. First game back. Direct snap to number 8.
Another flag.
Bartholomew on the carry.
Holy moly, another
We
flag.
have a flag on the play.
Still the third quarter, William.
Yeah, 52 seconds left. We are quickly approaching more flags and points scored in the game. Personal foul on MCC, so 15-yard penalty. DJ Charles.
Personal foul is called against the Hustlers. Gives the Knight a first down at the 23-yard line, the Hustlers.
First and 10 for number 1's going to get the snap. It's going to gain 1. Second and 9 for the Knights. Coach Blue, we're 30 seconds away from the end of the third quarter.
Carl Nelson on the quarterback keeper.
It's going to happen.
Robert Trebnick.
Oh, bad snap. Recovered by the Knights at the 34-yard line. That'll be the end of the third quarter.
Number 8, Jeremiah Bartholomew.
MCC up 30-0, and we have finally reached the fourth quarter, Coach. Head to a quick break.
At the end of the first 3
Coach Todd Wilson tuning in. Coach Wilson, former Melbourne High School coach, getting married this weekend. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, congratulations, Coach.
Me and Coach Blue were just speaking about you a little bit ago, the famous Bayside Melbourne rain game from 2011. Coach, I hope all is well.
and Max Spread.
The famous.
Official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan. Official online ticket provider of the FHSAA.
Coach Liz Crowley joining the broadcast.
Sports Network is the official online partner of the FHSAA.
Enjoying those Seminoles, I know.
We sure are, Coach Blue. And we know someone's getting knocked out of the top 4 next weekend.
That's right. And they ain't going to be wearing maize and blue.
One drops back. It's going to throw a deep ball. It's
Ooh,
caught.
he got a foot in. That was a nice catch.
Coach, the defense just jumped too early. And first and goal, Halifax.
Great catch there by number 5, Omar Calhoun, senior. Ken Johnson, senior, tuning in. Veteran and longtime Brevard Public Schools teacher.
Hurricanes fan.
Why'd you have to go there?
Oh.
Hey, they put up a fight against you guys. They were in it right there
I
to
can't,
the end.
I can't talk anything about that game because I didn't get to watch it.
Offside is in call against the Knights.
Not 1 minute of it, except for the guy that had the phone on my sideline Saturday. I
was watching it in the stands. I was like, it's a good thing Billy can't see this right now, because
I kept asking what the update was. 8 is going to stretch this one around the right side. Host of Hustlers are there.
Jeremiah Bethany on the carry. Brought down by Robert Trebnick and Van Sanger.
$11 minutes remaining in the game. Second and goal
Second down for the Knights at the 17-yard
from the 17-yard line. Little jump two shift to the strength of the formation. 8 catches the high snap. It's going to go forward for about 3 yards. Coach Blue.
more flags.
That one should have stayed in the pocket. He went forward about a half an inch. It's 30-0 with 10 minutes left. You don't need to throw that flag.
Did you see that Larry Torchia-like flag throw?
unless his name is Scooter Morrison.
That's what I meant, Scooter.
Yeah, well, these guys are graded like all of us, and they don't know which film they're going to pull out and grade, so they're going
You're right.
to ref every game to the wire.
Scooter ref that state championship game between St. Thomas and Vieira in 2015. And I swear he hit the lights at Camping World Stadium. I mean, I'm not kidding you. He threw that thing up, and the TV commentator was talking. It was like, it hadn't come back down yet. It was up there for it. I'm going to talk about hang time.
Who was the receiver for St. Thomas in that game? He was like a sophomore that went off.
Well, Randy Moss's son was there.
I had a tall, skinny, explosive sophomore that was just went off.
Went to Ohio State.
That's why I don't remember him.
Probably. I just said that like you were in Ohio State.
He died to me when he went to Ohio State.
Big Michigan guy here.
No.
Oh, bad snap. One's going to catch this one. He's going to roll. Throws. Got him in. Brought down around the 16-yard line. Third down.
Dixon on the reception.
Number 6, Dixon Jr. on the reception.
We had one of those magic weeks this week, Billy. There was a football game every night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Don't get that often, do you?
Well, thanks to the MAC.
Yeah, they like playing on Wednesdays, don't they?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Boston College and Pitt played last night. Who won that one?
I didn't see the final. Oh, boy.
He's got to get back to the line of scrimmage. Does he have a guy there?
Nelson's pass is incomplete.
Okay, that's a simple call. If all they make it to line of scrimmage, it's intentional
They're going to say he had a receiver in the area.
He's going to bring up a 4th down.
Caleb, great camera work there. He was trying to juke you.
4th and 16 for the Knights.
All right, and timeout.
We have a timeout on the field called by the Knights.
It's getting past their bedtime.
The FHSAA encourages the more than 260,000 students participating in interscholastic athletics in its member schools to achieve their goals.
Does that mean you're not coming to the coaches meeting?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to make the coaching meeting. I expected this thing to be over about 42 minutes ago. Is the other guy making the coaches meeting?
What a bummer. The Silver Fox will be there. I could count on him.
The Silver Fox might be asleep.
He's rock solid, dude.
I can tell you what the Silver Fox won't be tomorrow, and is that the game? And Pitt won. Okay.
I have a feeling that's who Michigan State's going to go after is Narduzzi. He was D'Antonio's DC when they were good.
The Urban Meyer thing failed already. I'll tell you what, one has snagged these high snaps consistently, and he's going to get sacked. Turnover, MCC's ball. Noah Ostrander on a sack.
By Noah Ostrander and Van Stengel.
I don't think the Urban Meyer to Michigan State thing is a possibility.
Urban Meyer to Texas A&M.
That's more likely.
Okay. Deion Sanders to Texas A&M.
No.
And the Huskies will take over at the own 25-yard line.
I don't think I don't think that Deion goes anywhere other than Florida State. And the way that Norvell's doing at Florida State, I don't see Norvell going anywhere anytime soon. So
Well, he can't go anywhere because his guys can't transfer again.
yeah.
Travis Hunter and his son, all them guys have to
Yeah.
stay, don't they?
No, he'll be there for a while, I think, and then
Run to Osterley.
nice cut and stiff arm.
Nice block by Day Farmer. He's running next to him. Touchdown. What a great job by Day Farmer and Brian Osterley.
Yeah, that was an explosive run right there. You saw a little bit of everything. You saw the juke, you saw the stiff arm, and then you saw the speed down the sideline. Great run by the senior number 3.
He does not score if Day Farmer doesn't throw the blocks that he did.
Yeah, that's awesome when you see somebody getting out in front like that. Especially a receiver. Receivers get bad reps for not wanting to block, but that was a great job right there.
And we have a running clock here, Coach.
That means you're at the coaches meeting. You said running clock. Kick is up and good. William Stewart with the extra point.
37-0 MCC, 6:20 and rolling here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Urban Meyer had his days of the Utah and the Bowling Greens. He's not going to go Michigan State. I take great joy in saying that Michigan State is not a Florida, Ohio State caliber program. So I don't see Urban Meyer going back down.
No, I hear
If he
you.
comes back, he's coming back and making $15, $20 million a year at a high-profile, crazy $120 million contract type thing.
Right.
And Michigan State is just not. If there's any Michigan State people out there, I don't apologize.
Would you take Urban at Michigan
Nope.
if Jim Harbaugh left?
Nope.
Would Michigan ever approach him?
Nope.
Pooch kick to number 9. Going to catch this one at the 41. Halifax takes over 1st and 10.
They score from the Holy Trinity. Is 55-7 Trinity Catholic.
Trinity Catholic up 55-7 over Holy Trinity. So it looks like the Hustlers will be hosting Trinity Catholic next week here. You just might. No, Coach Blue, you out of town next week?
What's that?
Are you out of town next week? No, that's later in December.
No, next week.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the game. If I had a
Well, we may be back here at Hustler Stadium Friday night, maybe. We'll see. I said we could potentially be back here at.
Harbaugh at Texas A&M. Harbaugh's a Michigan man. He ain't going nowhere. Harbaugh's idol was, growing up, was Bo Schembechler.
Mainland up 15-14 over Rockledge. All right, well, Spaces might get a little fun later.
I don't like the way Urban Meyer did Florida.
I got you. I mean, I was just curious.
No, it doesn't really fit the mold. And I know lots of Florida people, and I agree with them. I don't like the way the whole exit and
Direct snap run to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Jeremiah Bartholomew on the carry, brought down by the hustler number 26. Robert no gain in the play, moving to nice with 2nd and 10 at pound 40.
South Sumter beat Titusville 44-7, so they will come to Cocoa High School next week. Number 8's going to get Coach. He squirts out of that one all the way to the 45. 3:28 and rolling.
Brought down by the hustler number 11, Tyler Kendall.
Before we run out of time, I'd like to thank MCC for their hospitality, having us up here in the press box with some chocolates and some beverages. And
Coach Blue went and got his Chick-fil-A at halftime. Ran all the way to Palm Bay Road. That's why everybody needs to have a drive-thru like Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying?
Coach, we had pens.
We had pens,
We had
paper.
Pens,
Again,
rosters.
We had Chick-fil-A.
What a great host. Coach Thistle and the MCC Hustlers.
Shout out to Coach Blue on the screen.
Oh, Jesse. What a great receiver. Man, he was fun to coach.
2014.
Looks like his little boy's a heck of a ball player, too, out there.
For who?
Jesse Jones.
Plays for West Melbourne?
Plays for Palm Bay.
Palm Bay.
Jesse, make sure you invite me because I would love to be at that.
Direct snap to 1. Gain of 6. 1:52 left in the game.
Brought down by Dan Sanger for the Hustlers.
.22 gets a direct snap this time. Nowhere to go. Number 17, Noah McDonald on the tackle.
By Noah McDonald for the Hustlers.
Yep, don't forget to tune into the Ubrzati post-game playoff show live from the BSN studios. Coach Blue's got, oh, bad snap. One's got this one. He's rolling. He's rolling. He's got no receiver that time.
It's okay. There's 30 seconds left. The voice of reason just left the press box.
He certainly did. If it wasn't for Zach King, we might be the youngest guy in here by 30 years. All right, that's going to be the final. MCC advances to the next round. We'll play Trinity Catholic here at home next week. 37-0 over Halifax Academy. Coach Blue, your final thoughts?
Final thoughts are MCC's got weapons that are 4S caliber, could play with the best of them, and great freshman quarterback. Man, the future is bright there. What a turnaround from last year to this year for MCC football, going into the second round of the playoffs, hosting. So best of luck to the Hustlers. Go Brevard County.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot, Caleb. They do reseed after the next round. So I don't know. It should be home in MC. So we appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to tune into Ubrzati post-game playoff. I was going to call it press conference, but we'll call it show. So we appreciate you guys tuning in.